I am Deborah Harmon, and I am an Associate Professor and Librarian at the University of South Carolina Aiken's Gregg-Graniteville Library. I also oversee the Gregg-Graniteville Archives. The archives located in the library contains a rich collection of papers and records of the Graniteville Manufacturing Company. It also has a small museum. The Graniteville Manufacturing Company was a textile mill established by William Gregg in 1845. Gregg, known as the father of the Southern textile industry, began his career as a silversmith and a watchmaker. He then had a successful jewelry and silver business in Columbia, South Carolina, and then Charleston. While in Charleston, Gregg began to write essays in the Charleston Courier calling for industrialization and a diversification of the Southern economy. These essays were later published as Essays on Domestic Industry. Putting his words to practice, Gregg opened the Graniteville Manufacturing Company in 1845. Gregg is also credited with starting one of the first compulsory education systems in the United States. Graniteville children up to the age of 12 had to go to school or their parents were fined. He also provided free textbooks to the children. The connection between the University of South Carolina Aiken and the Graniteville Manufacturing Company goes back further than most people realize. UofSC's existence is very much owed to the Graniteville Manufacturing Company. In 1961, the Commission on Higher Education was established, and F.A. Townsend was chair. At the time, he was also vice president of the Graniteville Manufacturing Company and would later assume the president of the company in 1962. He was instrumental in bringing UofSC to Aiken and helping it get off its feet at our first campus location, Banksia, which was a winter colony residence of Richard Flint Howe. Today, it is the Aiken Historical Museum. As the campus grew, so did its need for a larger campus. In 1968, the South Carolina General Assembly approved a bond to purchase land for a new campus. When the UofSC Aiken campus needed to grow, Graniteville land was chosen. According to Professor Alexia Helsley, that agreement was that if the commission purchased 50 acres at $1,600 an acre, the Graniteville Company would donate an additional 30 acres. It was approved on April 6, 1970. Pendon was built, and we moved to our first campus in 1972. The archives is housed at the library thanks to the generosity of the Gregg-Graniteville and Swint Foundations. The foundations donated $400,000 to build the library, and we were also gifted the Graniteville Manufacturing Company collection. The library was dedicated on April 30th, 1976. The collection in our library was originally assembled around 1945 under the direction of Samuel Swint, president of the Graniteville Manufacturing Company, as part of the company's centennial celebration. The collection that we hold was originally curated by David Duncan Wallace, professor of economics and history at Wofford College, a recognized South Carolina historian and author of The History of South Carolina and South Carolina, A Short History. He, with the aid of Thomas C. Martin, Assistant Chief of the Manuscripts Division at the Library of Congress, worked together to bring this collection to life. This effort brought together materials from the Graniteville Company, William Gregg, and the Graniteville community. Wallace also wrote a manuscript, 100 Years of William Gregg in Graniteville, that was never published. In celebration of the centennial, he also wrote a pageant for local Graniteville children to perform. After Wallace's departure, Thomas C. Martin continued to work on the Gregg Foundation History Initiative with the help of Elizabeth D. Greer, a research assistant based at the Library of Congress. This effort was coordinated by Colonel William C. Lott, who was an assistant vice president of the Graniteville Manufacturing Company. Lott was the first to fully organize the collection. The archival collection we presently hold contains the papers of William Gregg and the Graniteville Manufacturing Company, the papers of Samuel Swint, a president of the company, the Graniteville Bulletin collection ranging from 1942 to 1986, which was a company newsletter, as well as a rich collection of over 4,000 photographs, a collection of framed media, and oversized materials. So next I'm going to show you some of the wonderful artifacts and manuscripts that we have available at the Gregg-Graniteville Archives. So one of the neat things that we have in our collection is some Graniteville Company public relation features. These were internal kind of marketing things, talking about how great the scholarship, other benefits of the company were. These were primarily published in the 1940s, and they would be published in the paper as well as on the back cover of the Graniteville Bulletin. Another piece in our collection is the Marina Gregg quilt. Several years ago we were able to solve a great mystery connected to this quilt. It is a English paper piecing quilt made by Marina Gregg. Another one of the wonderful collections we have here is a collection of Gregg family china. We have two major sets of china, and you'll notice that some have the G inscribed in it and it's a bit more formal, and then we have some more casual pieces as well.